Jennifer is one of the last people still in the office on a Friday night. She's planning to catch a flight to New York for an extended Valentine's Day weekend, hoping to surprise her ex-fiancé. Before leaving, she writes him an email. Not wanting to be late for her flight, she grabs a handful of candies and heads out. At the same time, Guy is also wrapping up work, and the two end up waiting for the elevator together. Jennifer boards on the 49th floor, and Guy joins her on the 42nd. He immediately strikes up a conversation, making jokes, but she responds only politely, showing little interest. Suddenly, the elevator comes to a halt. Guy points out some etchings on the wall before attempting to press the buttons and sound the alarm, but nothing responds, even though the power is still on. He tries to pry open the doors, but without success. They attempt to use the elevator's camera to call for help, but no one answers. Their phones also have no signal since they're stuck on the fourth basement level. Jennifer starts to worry about missing her flight and wonders where building security is. 15 minutes later, they shout and bang on the doors, but no one hears them. Guy suggests there might be an escape hatch and boosts Jennifer onto his shoulders so she can check the ceiling, but there's no way out. After an hour passes, Jennifer realizes she's already missed her flight. Guy keeps joking to lighten the mood, but she curses in frustration. They finally exchange names and tease that everything went wrong the moment he stepped inside. Jennifer's thermos is empty, so Guy offers her a bottle of water. They joke about opening a bottle of wine he has with him and laugh when they realize they both carry bottle openers, but she sticks with the water. She gives him some candies, suggesting they ration them in case they're trapped until Tuesday. 4 hours later, Jennifer needs to use the bathroom but is too embarrassed to go in front of him. Guy suggests she go in a corner under his coat, but when she refuses, he offers his thermos. He makes him close his eyes and cover his ears, even singing to distract himself while she relieves herself. To pass the time, she draws on the wall and they play games. Their conversation turns more personal. Guy says no one would come looking for him because of how absorbed he is in work, and Jennifer admits she's the same. She reveals she's going to New York to surprise someone who might not even want to see her. Guy decides it's time to open the wine, and they toast to not being dead yet. The atmosphere grows warmer, and Guy admits he's seen her in the building before, but didn't say anything to avoid sounding like a stalker. She laughs it off. They exchange drawings, hers more humorous, his more serious, and she takes a picture, promising to use it as her profile photo if they survive. Their talk drifts to food, but hunger makes her ask him to change the subject. He lists topics, and she chooses sex. Standing up, she points the camera at him and asks about the dirtiest place he's ever made love. When he hesitates, she shares her own story from college about a boyfriend and a night in the library. Pressured to answer, Guy makes up a story about a drunk encounter during a work picnic, describing a girl undressing in his car. Midway through, he becomes awkward, admits it aroused him, and apologizes. She brushes it off. They kiss, things escalate, and they become intimate in the elevator. Afterwards, Guy tells her he might be falling in love, but she ignores it and explains she's still intent on reconciling with her ex-fiancé in New York. While she sees their encounter as interesting, she wants to keep it casual, believing her real relationship is worth saving. Guy disagrees, saying they have a real connection, but she insists that when they get out, they'll return to their own lives. Guy becomes emotional, feeling isolated despite their closeness, and then suddenly changes his tone. He confesses he lied about his name and job. He's actually the building's security guard. He shows her his phone, filled with security photos, and even a video of her entering the elevator that night with timestamps. Jennifer is horrified. He explains that no one notices people like him, not even her, though she passes his desk daily. He insists everything that happened tonight was planned. Then he pulls out a key and unlocks the elevator. Jennifer is shocked and tells him she'll call the police, but he reacts violently, grabbing her as they struggle. During their fight, Jennifer spreads her legs and manages to break the elevator key. The struggle continues, and she knocks him down using her shoe. Scared that she might have killed him, Jennifer cautiously approaches to check on him, but suddenly he jumps up and knocks her down again. Both of them lose consciousness inside the elevator. After some time, Jennifer wakes up to find the man is already awake. She asks him why he did all this. He explains that he wanted to isolate her from everything so they could form a genuine connection on a human level. He says that not only did they have a date, but their entire weekend relationship would now be trapped inside the elevator. Jennifer believes he won't escape punishment, since someone will surely come to rescue them. But she soon discovers that this man has taken all the shifts for that weekend, and the other two security guards won't return until after the extended weekend on Tuesday. She asks him what he plans to do, and he replies that he'd rather kill her than go back to jail. He claims he never forced her to do anything, but Jennifer firmly tells him that he kidnapped her. This enrages him, sending him into a furious rage. Once he calms down, he opens the gift Jennifer bought for her ex-fiancé. Inside the bag, he finds a shirt and a box. He puts on the shirt and tells Jennifer to open the rest of the gift. She opens the box to reveal a cigar, along with a cutter and lighter. He lights the cigar and mocks Jennifer, saying she could have come back with all the nice gifts. With biting irony, he wishes her a happy Valentine's Day. After a while, the man apologizes for scaring Jennifer and asks if they can reconcile. He requests another chance, telling her she doesn't have to answer right away, but should think it over. He comments on the travel advertisement playing inside the elevator, saying the people in the video look happy together. He tells her that one day he will take her on a vacation like that. Suddenly, the neon light in the elevator breaks, irritating him. He smashes it with Jennifer's thermos. Then he notices the light bulb on the ceiling will eventually need replacing. He thinks he can remove the panel and escape the elevator. Using the thermos, he opens the panel, with Jennifer standing next to him. He asks Jennifer for a boost to stand up and promises he'll come back for her. But Jennifer suggests it would be easier if he boosts her because she doesn't have the strength. He doubts she'll come back, expecting she'll call the police. Jennifer tells him everything he wants to hear and convinces him to lift her up. She stands on his shoulders and climbs out of the elevator. The man tells her where the ladder and the door are and expresses relief that they have finally escaped. Jennifer turns around, flips him, which annoys him, and as she climbs the ladder, he also finds a way out. He ties two pieces of clothing together and throws it onto the elevator beam. Jennifer is already heading toward the door, and he starts to climb. He tells her she'd better run because now she's dead. When Jennifer reaches her level, he approaches the door, following her. She opens it and yells for help. Suddenly, he pulls on the clothes she threw, and both of them fall back into the elevator. They lose consciousness once more. Jennifer is the first to wake up and sees the sprinkler. She starts devising a new escape plan. She tries to light a cigar to trigger the fire alarm, but when she loses control, a small fire starts. As the smoke fills the elevator, the man wakes up. She punches him, breaks his nose, and stops him with a piece of clothing. He tells her the fire alarm won't go off, but warns they will get soaked and could die from electrocution. Jennifer threatens to seriously hurt him and forces him to admit everything he's done to her. She opens the camera and explains to herself what she now knows. She points the camera at him and asks for his real name. He says it's John Diggins. John admits he deliberately trapped them in the elevator and even carves the plan on the wall. That Friday, John uses a key to stop the elevator when Jennifer isn't paying attention. Jennifer forces him to admit that he trapped her inside. John confesses that he lured and kidnapped her. She keeps questioning him, and he eventually confesses everything on camera, from slamming her head on the floor to throwing her against the wall. Jennifer asks why he did it. He says he just wanted to date her, but if he had asked her out normally, she would have rejected him. He reveals who he was before becoming a security guard, an accountant at a big company, a real big shot. He tells her that the story about the girl in the car is true, but the ending was different from what he had implied. He missed an exit and drove into a canyon. The car flipped 7 times before stopping near a tree. The girl died in the crash. John only went to jail for 6 months because he had enough resources to protect himself. After getting out, the only job he could find was as a security guard. Months later, he wanted to be himself again and feel something real. Jennifer still doesn't understand why he chose her. He says it's because she's great. Monday arrives and they're still trapped in the elevator. Another security guard, Eddie, brings his new girlfriend to the building and shows her the rooftop. While inside, Eddie looks for John. Unable to find him, he checks the security monitor and sees John and Jennifer trapped in the elevator. He wakes them up. Jennifer begs Eddie to get them out. As his girlfriend falls asleep on the couch, he tells her he's coming down to help. Eddie goes to the elevator and uses a crowbar to pry open the door. Jennifer wants to leave immediately, but he tells her he needs to fully open the door first, then exit. Suddenly, John knocks Jennifer down, tells Eddie he's there, and hands the key to John. John tells Eddie the key isn't working. Eddie says he'll crawl inside to help. But when he's trapped in the elevator, he sees what's going on inside. John opens the elevator door and kills Eddie by cutting him in half. He knocks Jennifer down again, then drags her to his car and puts her in the trunk. John returns to the building, cleans up Eddie's body and clothes, then puts on his uniform and pockets a cigar. At the front desk, John deletes all the videos from the security cameras. When Eddie's girlfriend wakes up, John kills her too and throws her down the shaft. John drives Jennifer to a remote location to get rid of her. He prepares a trash can filled with gasoline. Before opening the trunk, he tells Jennifer he still likes her and regrets they can't be together. Jennifer pretends to be dead. When John walks over to the trash can, she hits him on the head, jumps into the car, and starts driving. Later, when she finds a lit cigar in the tray, she stops. Jennifer reverses and hits a frightened John. She gets out, sees him in the trash can, then relights the cigar. Jennifer walks away and flicks the lit cigar into the trash can, setting it ablaze and burning John alive. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.